Martial arts are awesome, and they've given me so many things. I've gotten better health, better fitness, a sense of purpose, a career. I've made many friends and connections through it. I've had some of the best moments of my life through starting martial arts. But it's also taught me some stories that aren't actually true. For example, never quit, never give up, push harder, no excuses, rest is for the weak. This story that real martial artists train no matter what. So if someone falls off their training, if they're caring for a sick parent, if they're going through a divorce, if they're dealing with overwhelm or depression, if they're overly busy at work, if they're raising kids, whatever it is, instead of someone saying to them, hey, what do you need right now? What they hear is no excuses. No rest, suck it up. The problem is that these aren't universal truths, but we treat them as such. In fact, they're stories. They're just stories that we tell in martial arts. And as stories go, sometimes they're helpful. For sure. Sometimes they're incredibly motivating and can get us off our butts doing the thing, but sometimes they're harmful. Because if those stories go unquestioned, they become something darker. Discipline becomes self-punishment. Okay? Respect becomes unquestioning obedience. Perseverance becomes staying in a situation that no longer serves us. Humility becomes believing everyone else's judgment matters more than our own. And eventually we stop trusting ourselves. And a big part of Western martial arts, the Western martial arts story, is that we're taught to trust instructors, black belts, experts, before we trust ourselves. We start believing that the instructor always knows best, that the black belt always knows best, that everyone else's opinion matters more than our own experience. Okay, but here's the thing. No one knows your life better than you do. No one, not me, not your instructor, not some random schmuck on the internet. No one knows your family situation, your finances, your injuries, your background, your stress levels, your goals. Okay, no one knows any of that but you. At some point, every martial artist needs to learn a really important lesson, and that is that you are the expert on your own life. Not because you have all the answers, not because you know everything all the time, not because instructors don't have value, because they absolutely do, right? But it's because you're the one living your life. And sometimes the strongest thing you can do is not to push harder, although that definitely has its place, but sometimes the strongest thing to do is to pay attention to what's happening right now, what's happening in your life. Sometimes it's resting, perhaps for a long time, perhaps taking a break. Sometimes it's adjusting, sometimes it's changing direction completely, and sometimes it's giving yourself permission to make a different choice than the one everyone else expects you to make. If you'd like to keep exploring this connection between the stories we tell and our self-trust, you'll find some new mindset resources on my website in the link below. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you next time for another video.